Okay.
This is our number 2 podcast. We still haven't come up with the name.
Still no name.
But this is Siddharth Dhaka, my good friend, and
Yes.
Nihal, and we just wanted to spend time talking shit about football.
Just yapping basically.
Just yapping. Yeah, because we love the game, and we know that you also want a new, fresh perspective on things, and
Yeah.
we hope to bring you that.
I mean, off camera we yap anyways about football. So might as well just,
Might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we figured anyway we have strong opinions on football and we keep yapping about it. So I
Yeah.
just why not just put it on camera?
Yeah.
So Siddharth, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so today we are going to be comparing the 2010 versus 2026 national team squads ahead of
Okay.
the World Cup.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about England, France, Argentina, and Brazil. So 4 the biggest, I would say, front runners
Right.
for the World Cup this year. And we're just going to be seeing where they stack up against their older squads.
Got it.
So we use Claude, right, to make these lists that we can then compare and we fact check it. According to Claude, William Saliba is an English centre back.
So if you ever thought AI is gonna replace your job,
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Not yet at least, and not in the footballing world.
Yeah.
You still have to play the game with 2 legs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and think with the brain.
can AI put it top bins? I don't think so. Let's do France first.
France
Because
first.
I'm asking it to redo the England one.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Comparing World Cup squads 2010 versus 2026 France edition. Let's go.
Okay. So in goal, we have Hugo Lloris versus Mike Maignan.
I think I would go Hugo Lloris any day.
Yeah, I agree. I think Hugo Lloris was very clutch. Apart from the mistake he had in the 2018 World Cup final, but he was a very clutch goalkeeper for them
Yeah.
and for Tottenham, of
I
course.
don't think that's close.
Yeah, I don't think okay, Maignan is a good young keeper. I don't think he's that young anymore. But I just don't think he matches up to the level of Hugo Lloris.
Hugo Lloris is pretty good.
He's a G. Okay. So goalkeeper we're going with Hugo Lloris.
Yep.
Right back is Bakary Sagna versus Jules Koundé. I'm going to let you lead this because you're the Barca fan here.
See, Koundé is actually not playing in his natural position. He is actually a centre back naturally. So he is playing out of position, and
Okay.
France is just not deep in terms. Oh, they do have Malo Gusto now though.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So with France, it's really up for debate who starts, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
Malo Gusto, he's not exactly covered himself with glory though. This year for Chelsea.
Right.
I mean, as of recording this today, I think he had this brain dead foul in the box to give away a penalty against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
He's been very inconsistent, so I do think Koundé has a shot at the starting position, spot.
Okay, but being a Barca fan, Koundé does a lot of brain dead shit the entire year.
Yeah,
And I've seen him what he was last year and what he is right now. So in my opinion, screw Sagna and Koundé, I'm taking Malo Gusto.
Okay, we're gonna go. We know more than Deschamps. Let's save that.
Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna get rid of Sagna and Koundé.
Okay. Yeah, Malo Gusto over both of them.
Yeah, Sagna was also bang average for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not
nothing
good.
much. I think France, if there's one weakness in their squad, is probably the right back position.
Yeah.
There's nothing phenomenal there.
I mean, yeah, there's no other real glaring holes in the squad.
Yeah.
But right back, yeah,
Right back is one.
they've always struggled. Okay. Next, we have centre backs. First centre back being William Gallas versus Dio Upamecano.
I mean,
Okay, look, Gallas is a Premier League. I won't call him a great, but he's a legend. Okay,
Yeah.
he's played for some good teams. Upamecano has been having a season though.
he's been having a season, and I think hot take, he still hasn't reached his full potential yet.
really think so?
I think he still has a lot more in him to give. I think his reading of the game is now only developing. Because
Yeah.
back 2 seasons ago, when I used to see him play, he used to make a lot of questionable decisions.
Yeah,
I don't see that anymore now, but he still does.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But there's still a lot more room for improvement, and I feel we haven't seen the best version of him yet.
Yeah, I mean, he was always kind of an athletic anomaly. He was very quick, very tall, very strong, good frame, good build for a centre back. But the fondest memory I have of watching Upamecano play was when Rashford scored a second half hat trick against him
Yeah.
in the UCL. So that kind of brought down my opinion of him. But he's been doing well recently. He's
Yeah.
reinvented himself.
I take Upamecano.
Yeah, for sure. The second centre back we have Ibrahim Konate versus Squillaci.
To be fair, I haven't watched the Squillaci, his name.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched him play.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, going off of pure physical characteristics, like Konate is a frame.
Yeah. Konate
Konate
big.
is he's built.
Yeah.
And coupled with the fact that he has won silverware with Liverpool,
Yep.
he's proven in at least the Premier League.
Yeah.
I would take Konate.
Yeah. I think I would take Konate all day.
Yeah.
That's just not a debate.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I have an opinion on this. So left back we have Theo Hernandez for France 2026 versus Patrice Evra.
Ooh.
Now 2010 Patrice Evra was just coming off of a season winning the Premier League, and next year he was going to reach the Champions League final with United.
I would take Evra. I think he is still better than Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez probably is faster, quicker than him, but I think Evra was pretty quick too.
Yeah.
But I think Evra, just like his record of like winning with some of the best teams,
Yeah.
that times Man United, I think his record speaks for itself. I'll take Evra.
I mean, I think Theo Hernandez, even of like 2 to 3 years ago, was a lot better than he is right now.
Yeah.
Now, I think he's moved to the Saudi League. I think Evra is so underrated, by the way. He was such an integral part of those United teams that were winning under Ferguson. Like, people don't give him enough credit.
But really?
Yeah, I genuinely think he was like a very, very important part of those teams.
He was, but usually when I look at that United squad, I don't forget to mention Evra. Like, he is there in my mind. Like, he was part of that squad.
I've seen a lot of disrespect around him, to be honest. Like, I know most people don't, because then he also went on to play with Juventus, had a couple of good years there. But he genuinely was so good, and I just see any left back being put in these Patrice Evra conversations.
Yeah.
Like, bro, respect the OG. He did it for so long at such a high level that you kind of have to give him his props.
Yeah. Well, I still think like I would take Evra over Hernandez.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Not a debate.
Yep.
Okay, let's move into midfield. So, first midfielder, we have Lassana Diarra versus Eduardo Camavinga.
Okay,
Both
this is
Madrid players.
both Madrid players.
/ Madrid, yeah.
Both midfielders who Camavinga is probably disposable by Madrid. Like I think
I
he's
would
going to
not
get
be surprised if he's gone this
exactly.
summer. Yeah.
And I think Diarra also they removed him to buy someone.
And I think Mourinho got rid of him, or they got rid of him after they got rid of Mourinho. Something along the lines of that. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't there for very long.
Yeah, and I saw some reel somewhere where Mourinho said that his agent is brilliant and he got him a great contract.
Yep.
I mean, dude, honestly, I don't have an opinion here, but I'd probably say Diarra because I think Camavinga has a lot of holes in his game and he's not great at any one thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
I think I would go with Camavinga though. Like I genuinely think he is good, but I think he plays in a team where his I feel like playing in the Madrid team as a defensive-minded midfielder is kind of like fighting an uphill battle. Because if he plays for a more stable system where wingers track back, where players actually help out defensively, I think he would look a lot better in that system.
right.
I think if you leave him 1-on-1 or 1v2, that is where his holes in his game get exposed.
Right.
But I think him actually moving from Madrid will make him look like a better player next season. That's my hot take.
Got it. Maybe it's a system, but I think I'll still take Diarra because he has a bigger frame than Camavinga.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. And I think in midfield, like at the end of the day, it's like winning 50-50 balls.
Fair.
I think Diarra was better at that, so I'll take Diarra.
Yeah. Okay. The second central midfielder we have is Johan Gorkov, who I believe played for Bordeaux. Don't quote me on that. Versus Aurelien Tchouameni.
I haven't watched Gorkov play. I have seen Tchouameni play though, and even though he is inconsistent, he still has potential. And there are some streaks in like the season where I thought Tchouameni was like legit. He has had good games, so I would probably take that over someone I don't.
I agree. I think also this Gorkov played for Bordeaux. Like again, he was a baller, I guess, back in the day. I remember playing with his FIFA card back in the day, so that's how I know him. Tchouameni has more experience playing at the top level at the highest stages. I think that's the kind of player you also want in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like the guy who is comfortable playing in those phases. And also, I think he's proven himself more than Camavinga has for Madrid easily.
Right.
So, yeah, I would go with Tchouameni for sure.
Tchouaméni.
Okay, so let's move on to left wing.
Ooh, here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, so for the record, um, 2010 France has like a 4-4-2. So what I think we should do is we'll compare left wing to left wing, right
Okay.
wing to right wing,
Okay.
and then one of the strikers to the cam and one of the strikers to the striker
Got
in
it.
the present day team.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So left wing, we have Frank Ribery versus Kylian Mbappe.
Okay, I think this is a no-brainer. This is Mbappe all day.
But
But
can we talk about
2013
how good
Ribery was a G.
he was a G.
And to be fair, those 4 years or 5 years where he was in his prime alongside Robin and Bayern, they could have won legit 2 or 3 more UCLs with that team. And they just couldn't get across the finish line.
And Ribery honestly could have had a Ballon d'Or for himself. Like there are claims out there that there were claims of a robbery.
Yes.
I don't know about all that. I think he was really good.
But what is your opinion on that? I actually feel it is a robbery. Because if you see the winner that year, Ronaldo, he went trophyless.
Fair.
But he had 65 goals in the season.
I mean, okay. I feel like with the Ballon d'Or, we're constantly shifting goalposts. It's like okay, if it's a World Cup year, the World Cup is the most important thing, right? If it's a Champions League winner, but they're like winning for the first time, like Dembele did last season.
Yeah.
Like Dembele was the top goal scorer in Europe.
Fair.
So like you're kind of just giving the award to the best player in the best team in Europe. So
Yes.
like I feel like with the Ballon d'Or, there's no real consistency. I feel like you can make an argument for Ribery, you can make an argument for Ronaldo. I feel like it depends on what your understanding of the Ballon d'Or is.
Right. Vinny versus Rodri was based on personality.
Yeah, dude, I don't understand. Like I don't get. Okay, Rodri is a good player, no doubt, and City did do well that year. Should he have won it? I am biased. I am a United fan, but should he have won it? Should he really?
Well, that's the thing, right? Ballon d'Or, I think, is about the argument you make for it. And he was, in fact, Spain's best player in Europe in the Euro 2024. I mean, you could argue that he was or he wasn't, but he won the award at the end of the day.
Sure,
and that's what counts in the Ballon d'Or ranking. He was fantastic for City as well. I think he was like, I don't think they win a treble without Rodri. Like, that's not happening.
That's fair.
He was like the engine behind the scenes that pull the strings for the whole.
Okay, counter question. Do they win one without Haaland in the team?
No.
Then Rodri isn't that important.
Yeah, he's not. I'm not saying he's that important, but I still think it's like you have Xavi, Busquets, Iniesta, Messi. You remove one of them, likely you don't win anything. They're all
okay. Fair, yeah.
Yeah, they're all like integral parts of the squad for different roles.
I mean, okay. See, my major issue with how the Ballon d'Or is that there is just no consistency with the decision making. It just seems like every single year the most hyped candidate just wins.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I feel like there should be more consistency. Like, we've seen defenders win it in the past. Cannavaro won it because he won the World Cup with Italy.
Yeah.
Rodri won it because he won a treble with City. Like, defensive-minded players, I don't mind them winning the award, but then there has to be some sort of consistency as to why they win it.
Right.
Was he the best player or defensive-minded player in the team? Was it the laurels or was it just the hype? Or was it like, I don't get it. Like, for example, if any of you watch the NBA, the MVP I feel like is a little more consistent in the sense that it's usually the offensive-minded players and there's a separate award entirely for the defensive player of the year.
Right.
So MVP is kind of like the greatest addition to an offense in the league basically throughout a year.
Yeah.
For a dominant or big team.
Correct.
I feel like
most years. Unless they're like dominant two-way players.
Yeah. But I'm saying even with those two-way players, the offense is something that is not ignored.
Right.
Like it cannot be like a guy like Alex Caruso who just does defensive stuff and does not average a lot of points per game, right?
Yeah.
So with the Ballon d'Or, what has the criteria become? Like what are we really talking about? Like for example, let's say this year.
Well, to be fair, if I was a Ballon d'Or organizer, right, I think it's in a perfect place because if you set criteria saying, hey, this is the criteria we'll judge the Ballon d'Or by every year, oftentimes it's a foregone conclusion. If you look at like best stats, even before they give the award, you know who gets the award. that takes away the conversation, that takes away the hype around the whole
No, for
award.
sure.
So if I was the organizer, I would leave it as it is.
I don't mean like criteria in the sense like you have like okay top goal scorer wins or etc. But I feel like we've just had so many anomalies in the recent year that even the best player is like arguable.
Right. But I also do feel you're right in the sense that we should definitely, I mean, they should definitely have an award specifically for defenders. They do one for goalkeepers now, the Love Yashin award. But I think they do need one, a good, like, and hype it up enough such that it incentivizes the defenders to actually win it.
100%. I think
market
defenders, defenders get just like they get trash talked whenever they have a bad performance, but nobody really hypes them up for a good performance.
Exactly. I'm a Barcelona fan, right? And basically, our defense cost us everything this year. Like literally every single thing. It's just that in the league we were consistent enough to win the league, or we are going to win the league. But that defense is the reason why we got knocked out in the quarters.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're invaluable, and all Barca fans know this.
Yeah. Okay, we got a bit of a tangent going there, but let's come back to the comparison. So we're taking Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe.
Over Ribery.
Mbappe over Ribery, but honorable mention to Ribery, he was a G.
Yeah, he was a good player, man. He was also underappreciated because Messi and Ronaldo happened to be playing at the same time as his prime.
Yeah.
Okay, so right wing, we have Florent Malouda versus Olise.
I think the way Olise is playing this year has turned me into a fan. I'm going Michael Olise.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. I mean, Malouda was like not that great a player anyways. He was a serviceable player, no doubt. But Olise, we're seeing a superstar being born. Like, this is insane.
The stuff he does. The stuff he does, the way he gets past defenders like they're nothing.
Yep.
Man, he's fun to watch, and I'm glad that there are still players like him who bring that joy back to the game.
Yeah.
I'm going Michael Olise.
100% Michael Olise. Okay. Now, the number 10, we're going to compare him with Andre Pierre Gignac. Not sure how to pronounce it. It is Ryan Cherki.
Ooh. Even though Cherki has been like in the limelight maybe for the past 2 years and really for the last 1 year with City.
Yeah.
Man, that guy, every single time he touches the ball,
he's so good.
He makes something happen.
He's so good.
And it's so evident with this season with City. I think I'm going Cherki, man. Even with that small sample size, I'm taking Cherki.
I agree. I would also go Cherki. I mean, okay. So I'm a United fan. Obviously, I think like I don't want to give him his props. He's a City player, but he's second in assists behind Bruno Fernandes, and he's played like a fraction of the minutes that Bruno has. Granted, he is like 9 or 10 assists behind Bruno, but that's still insane output from him.
But even just like the way he plays, the stuff he does, and like he does these passes sometimes which nobody, even from a distance, like viewing it on television, we would be like, oh, that was an option, you know?
Yeah. I remember last year in the Europa League, he played against United for Lyon. And dude, he was unplayable.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Even in the Nations League against Spain, when Yamal and was going crazy.
Yeah.
Cherki came on that game and he scored like a banger from outside the box.
I remember, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, Cherki all day.
Yeah, all day. Okay, last but not the least, we have the striker, Nicolas Anelka versus Ousmane Dembele.
Ballon d'Or winner, Dembouz.
Listen.
Barcelona fan, but respect to Dembele, man.
Yeah.
He's a G.
I'm sorry. I have to go Dembele. I think Anelka is very underrated.
He is.
As far as Premier League greats go. But, dude, Dembele is, again, one of those players where you kind of just watch him and, like, just watch him in awe.
Yeah.
He produces the most insane, just random moments in the game, but it's so fun to watch. He's not your traditional striker in the sense of the word where he's, a number 9 who's going to be in the box all the time, waiting for crosses or waiting for whatever. Kind of plays like a false 9 for PSG. Drops down very deep. But dude, he's a baller.
He is a baller.
He's so fun.
And the funny thing is, like, if you had asked me this question just 2 years ago, I might have even said Anelka, dude.
I would have said Anelka for sure.
Exactly.
I would have said Anelka
so
for
his
sure.
rise has been like crazy. The stuff he's been doing over the past 2 seasons.
Oh yeah.
Man, we always knew he had that potential, but he's finally living up to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Props to him.
Glad to see him succeed, man. Like I can't even imagine how difficult it was mentally for him to like always be injured and then just get abused all the time.
Dembulance.
Dembulance. Okay, so that's France done.
Comparing World Cup squads 2010 versus 2026, Argentina edition. Let's go.
Okay, first up, Sergio Romero versus Emi Martinez in goal.
Okay, Romero was decent, but I'd still go Emi Martinez.
100% Martinez, dude. I haven't seen a keeper who was as dominant with like penalties
Yeah.
and penalty shootouts.
Yeah.
He just understands the mental side of it, which is so like I've never seen a keeper even try to do that.
Yeah, and I mean it's probably relieving as a defender knowing you have someone who's so mentally strong and like oozes those positive vibes to the entire team. I would take Emi Martinez.
Also, his save against Kolo Muani in the final last World Cup, like you have a player who does not shy away from the big moments,
Yeah.
you know, and especially having that at keeper is such like it's honestly underrated the kind of effect it can have on a team
Yeah.
because that's where stability kind of starts from the back. So yeah, Emi Martinez.
He arguably won them that World Cup.
He did. I swear he did. Even in the World Cup, in the
Yeah.
penalty shootout, sorry.
Emi Martinez.
Yeah. Okay. Right back, we have Nahuel Molina versus Martin Demichelis.
Okay, Demichelis was actually pretty good.
He
was pretty good and he had a few good years. But I think like off late Molina has transformed himself. He cuts in centrally and he also takes a lot of long range shots.
Yeah, can we talk about like why does this guy think he's good and also kind of make those
He
shots?
makes those shots, dude. That's the thing. Like he's not afraid to try it, and off late he's been converting a lot of bangers.
Yeah, he's been on a tear.
I mean, so if there's like a deadlock game, it's 0-0, you need something. I would want Molina on my team.
Honestly, I disagree though. I think
Okay.
Demichelis was really, really good. He played for City as well. Like he was always a serviceable, like strong defender to have in your team. So I'm gonna go Demichelis personally.
Fair. I think it's close, but just that X factor that Molina brings, I think I would probably take Molina.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Left back, we have Jonas Gutierrez versus Nico Tagliafico. Tagliafico, by the way, he was really good for Ajax. He's kind of, I mean, he's not bad. He's just also not in his peak, like, prime, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
Jonas Gutierrez, I don't think he still gets over Tagliafico, though.
To be fair, I haven't really watched Gutierrez play, but I've seen Tagliafico play. He's not the best in his position or anything, but I'd take him probably.
Yeah.
So Tagliafico.
Fair enough. Okay. Centre backs, we have Nicolas Burdisso, who I can't say I've watched, versus Christian Romero.
Oh. Romero, I would take Romero.
But Romero's a bit of a hothead. He has a knack for picking up those red cards and those, suspensions all the time.
He does, but I think under like good leadership and a good captain like Messi and Scaloni and like De Paul on the team, he won't have that much. He'll probably fall in line and he'll probably like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'd take Romero. He is a good defender, like no doubt about it. Yeah.
Okay. Other centre back, we have Lisandro Martinez versus Heinz.
Okay. Again, I haven't really watched Heinz play, but Licha keeps getting injured.
Yeah.
If he's available, I'll take Licha, dude.
Heinz, I believe, played a couple years for United, but he was benched by Patrice Evra at the left back position.
Right.
I would go Lisandro Martinez. That guy, I think people kind of don't take him too seriously because he's short for a centre back.
Yeah.
He's been so good for United.
Yeah, just the tenacity he plays with
Yeah.
and the passion he plays with. Lisandro Martinez any day.
The Butcher. Okay. Centre mid, we have Javier Mascherano versus Rodrigo De Paul.
Oh, I would go Mascherano. Even though like Rodrigo De Paul is really good and has had good spells for Argentina, no doubt.
Yeah,
I still think like Mascherano was a proper G in midfield.
I agree.
He was being played as centre back a lot throughout his career, which is out of position. But I still think like he's a way better CDM than centre back.
For sure.
Yeah, and
For
at
sure.
CDM like I would take Mascherano all day.
100%. I agree. I would take Mascherano all day. Like, I think Rodrigo De Paul, especially today's version of him, is not his best version.
Yeah,
I would go Mascherano.
Mascherano.
Okay. Other centre mid, we have Veron versus Alexis McAllister.
Again, I haven't really seen Veron play, but McAllister, even though he's been having an off year, I still think he has quality. I would take McAllister.
I would actually take Varane. Hot take. I think McAllister had a good year last year. He's been terrible this season.
He has
been
been
terrible.
very
He made
bad. But
two
yeah.
bad clearances this weekend against United that led to 2 goals. Like, he also was not playing with the same drive or hunger that we've seen him play for Liverpool in the past. Now that could be a thing of playing for Arne Slot and maybe him not, being the most motivated right now considering Liverpool's season is technically over. But I still would rather have Varane in my midfield.
Interesting. I think I'm just going off of his past track record with Argentina. The Copa America, he played really well in the second Copa America, as well as the World Cup. So I'm just going off of track record, and I'd say McAllister.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so the same thing that happened with the France squad, we have a 4-4-2 against a 4-2-3-1. So we're going to compare wingers first, and then one of the strikers will be compared to the number 10 of the other team.
Right.
Similarly. Okay, now let's talk about the front fours of each iteration of the team. So left wing for the 2026 squad is Thiago Almada from, I believe it's Atletico Madrid. And left wing for the 2010 squad was Angel Di Maria.
No ifs, ands, or buts here. It's Angel Di Maria all day.
Yeah, let's
But I
just-
do
yeah.
think he was injured for the 2010 World Cup squad. The World Cup. I'm pretty sure he got injured in the quarters or something.
Okay,
I'm not sure, but I think he was injured.
fair enough. But I think
It's still Di Maria.
I'd take Di Maria with one leg over Thiago Almada. How about that? I'd take him with one
No,
leg.
Almada is a baller. He's like young and upcoming, but Di Maria is
Di Maria was different. Di
Di
Maria
Maria
was
is-
genuinely so good.
Di Maria all day.
Di Maria was so good. Okay. Striker, we have Gonzalo Higuain versus Julian Alvarez.
The number of times Higuain has sabotaged Messi's career alone should just disqualify him off this list.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
The amount of times Messi's put it on a platter for him, or he's missed some penalty, or he's just like choked. Messi would have had probably like one more or even two more Copa Americas and another World Cup by now.
I agree.
If he had Julian Alvarez back
Yeah, I think Gonzalo Higuain is one of the most overrated players in recent
then.
times.
Not
that
just
I remember.
overrated,
Like,
dude. I don't know, man.
he was terrible for Argentina. He was terrible when he moved to Chelsea. He was all right at Juventus. He was arguably in his best at the peak of his powers when he was at Real Madrid.
And Napoli also. He was pretty good at
Napoli, he was decent,
Yeah.
but I still think like he was never a superstar.
He's just like, one of those potential strikers, like
Yeah.
based off of potential. But man, the amount of upsets he has caused, I have been screaming at him. I remember screaming at the screen every single time he's missed.
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez all day, man. All day.
Yeah, Julian Alvarez is a baller. Like, he is just so fun to watch. He can take free kicks, he can shoot from outside the box, but he's also clinical inside. He's like
Inside
a
the box.
complete package.
He is. He's just not tall.
Yeah, that's pretty
the-
much the only
the
thing
only
you-
drawback.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're substituting headers with probably free kicks. So
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. Right wing is Lionel Messi versus Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi 2010 version.
Easy 2010.
Easy. That was like his peak, dude. That was 2010 Messi doesn't get talked about a lot because they got ousted by Inter Milan in the semis.
That's the Mourinho's.
Yeah, but
Inter Milan.
Messi individually had a brilliant year
Yeah,
in 2010.
he did.
And that was the year when I think it was his third Ballon d'Or or second Ballon. No, I think it was the season with his second Ballon d'Or, and people were questioning if he deserved the first Ballon d'Or. That was the year he's like, no, I am here to stay.
Yeah.
This is me. Get used to it. That was his year.
Yeah.
It doesn't get talked about a lot, but yeah.
Also, I remember watching Messi when he was very young. I don't think he took very good care of himself. I think it is honestly a big compliment to him that he's still playing at the level he is. I know he plays for Inter Miami, but you don't need to play in a good league to show that you're a baller. Like, I know come World Cup time he's going to be balling.
He's gonna be a baller. He's still like maybe even 70% of what he was in 2022.
Yeah.
If he can manage that,
Yeah.
he's still a big asset to this team.
He's
Any
still-
team,
yeah.
not just Argentina.
100%.
So I mean, he's Messi, man. Never count out a champion.
Yeah, you can never count him out.
But
Let's be
I'd still,
real.
I mean, 2010 Messi all day. Like
Of course,
he was at the
all day.
peak of his powers, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a 4-4-2 for 2010. So we're going to be comparing Carlos Tevez versus Nico Paz at the 10 for
Oh,
2026.
okay. Because it's a 4-4-2.
Yeah, so it's 4-4-2 versus 4-2-3-1. So we're comparing the second striker versus the number 10.
Right. I think it depends on what you want. I think Nico Paz this year has emerged as like a real talent.
Yeah,
And I've seen that kid play. He is a baller.
he's a baller. Yeah.
And that being, I mean, Tevez hasn't really done much for Argentina apart from that one Olympic medal run that they have him and
Yeah.
Messi together. But other than that, like, I don't know. It's a toss up. It's like who you want based on your team. I'd probably just still go Tevez.
Yeah, I'll go Nico Paz. Tevez is a traitor. Yeah, I'm going Nico Paz.
I'd probably still take Tevez.
If you had Sunil Chhetri versus Carlos Tevez, I would take Sunil Chhetri. Let's be real. Carlos Tevez is a traitor. He left United at the peak of his powers to go to Manchester City. I have never forgiven him. I don't. Yeah.
But he
I
was
refuse.
one of those, streaky scorers who once he gets going, like he's
Listen,
kind of.
he was a baller.
He was a
okay?
baller.
He was a baller. Just I value loyalty. What can I say?
Okay, I don't have the Man United drama, so I will still take Tevez.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take Tevez. I'm gonna take Nico Paz.
But maybe if we do this in a few months after his World Cup performance, you could probably say Nico Paz. Because
Yeah.
he's also a baller. Dude.
Also,
He's a
that
baller.
Como team is so fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
Cesc Fabregas is like emerged as a great manager for them.
And what do you say? Like some online discourse I've seen is like, if Arteta fumbles this entire season, they're calling for Fabregas to be his replacement.
Okay, so I don't know. It kind of depends. From an Arsenal fan's point of view, they know Arteta kind of plays like a terrible brand of football that isn't exciting to watch, but it is efficient. Fabregas would bring in maybe a more exciting brand of football, but you don't know if he's going to be competing for all of those trophies that Arteta has managed to compete for. They're like the second consecutive year they're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. They are finished second 3 times in a row, and they're poised to finish first this season. I mean, we all meme on Arsenal about they're quadruple and stuff, but it is, if you look at the squad, what Arteta has done is they are overperforming.
Yeah.
Their squad is not a Champions League winning or a Premier League winning caliber squad. I mean, you have Martinelli, you have Madueke, you have like so many players who are just outperforming their peak. And I feel like credit kind of has to go to Arteta.
Right.
So I feel like it depends on what Arsenal would value. Because Arteta can be there for 10 years and he can build like a dynasty for them.
Yeah.
But it'll be 10 years of terrible football. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think.
Like, let's look at Atletico. Because I feel like Atletico were in a similar situation with Diego Simeone, where they competed for a lot of titles. They never won the Champions League, lost in the final twice, won the La Liga once. But do you think halfway through that process, would Atletico fans have wanted a change in coaching and have like a more, like a better style of football, a manager who plays that kind of way come in? Or would they have trusted Simeone, like, okay, we know this isn't very exciting, but let's just stick with what we see works.
See, I think it's easy for us to say because we're not Atletico fans.
Yeah.
But you have to take into account that Atletico was nothing before Simeone. They
That's
were
right.
absolutely nothing. They were
Oh, yeah.
a irrelevant club.
Yeah.
Mid-table Spanish team
Yeah.
in La Liga. He brought them to relevance single-handedly with the
That's
moves he
true.
made, the philosophy he put into the club. So I think factoring that in, like, we are not Atletico fans, so we don't get the
Yeah.
emotion behind it. So I still think, like, if you ask 9 out of 10 of them would say, like, keep Diego Simeone because of what he means to the club. But that one, what do you say, like, unemotional, hyper-rational Atletico fan would definitely want someone who can take this current set of players into a more modern type of football.
Yeah, I feel like Atletico and Arsenal, like legacy-wise, were different because, of course, Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in England, has a pedigree of winning trophies with some great players in the past. But from a footballing perspective, they were in very similar positions when Arteta and Simeone came in. Because Arsenal were terrible.
Yeah.
They were a mid-table team. They were like a laughing stock of England. They had Mustafi playing, they had Mertesacker playing, they had Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe playing. Like it was a joke team when Arteta came in and took the reins. So I feel like from a purely footballing perspective and not counting out the legacy of Arsenal, they were in similar positions. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, for us, like if I imagine myself as an Arsenal fan, I would keep Arteta because if I would have seen so much pain with the terrible getting knocked out every year by Bayern, finishing like outside of the top four.
Yeah.
I would value trophies and accomplishments much more than the style of football.
Right, that's fair. And I think, see, to be fair, like today Manchester City drew.
Yeah.
They probably might even win the league. And he lifts one of those trophies. He lifts either a UCL or a Premier League. I think all is forgiven.
Yeah.
Right now they're in this sort of state where, oh no, are they fumbling everything? They've lost 2 trophies already.
Yeah.
Once he puts silverware on the table, his perception is going to change entirely.
100%. I mean, okay, even with United, our most successful manager post Ferguson was Mourinho, and that was terrible football.
Yeah.
I know it was terrible football.
Yeah.
But we were good.
He got you second.
He got us second. He got us Europa League. He got us an FA Cup. I believe he also got us a League Cup. Yeah, that's pretty much.
He knows how to win trophies, dude. Mourinho
and I
knows
mean,
how to
okay,
win.
that team that Mourinho had was pretty good.
Yeah.
He had, before the fallout with Pogba, he had Pogba playing really well.
Rashford was
brought
playing
in Lukaku. Rashford was great. Martial was great. I mean, he had ballers playing for him. And I know that the style of football could have been better, but in that moment, I was happy that we were relevant again.
Yeah.
Because as a United fan, we had Van Gaal before that. And, okay, he was also boring. He didn't win anything.
Yeah.
And I guess at the end of the day, if you are winning a lot, then the kind of style of football matters. But if it's been years since you saw your team lift a trophy, I feel like that kind of, goes out the window a little.
True. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time, dude. Like, I think Arteta, he's not going to go winless forever with this kind of a team.
But, okay,
he has them competing in every single trophy. I mean, obviously they lost 2 of them, but they still have something to win. And if not this year, then next year, though, they will win something.
I also have a hot take, though. I think as soon as Arsenal win their first trophy, the year Arteta goes trophyless again, let's say it's the year after or the 2 years after, 3 years after, I think there will be pressure on him to change the style of football.
Right.
Because I think it is forgiven by trophies, but if he goes trophyless again, then Arsenal fans might be like, look, this is a Premier League winning squad. This is a Champions League winning squad. Why are we watching this drab style of football?
And similar thing is going to happen to Barca also next season. If he doesn't win the UCL next season, they're probably going to call for a change of manager itself.
Yeah, and which is insane. I mean, Barcelona can equal the joint record for the most points ever in a La Liga season, 100, if they win 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
I mean...
No, I think we'll end up with 97. I'm not sure. But we can go 100.
We can go 100, right?
Yeah.
Pending, like, you have to win out.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that if you see the other teams that got to those 100 points, there were Mourinho's Madrid, who were brilliant. Pep's Barca, I believe, and Villanova's Barca did it twice in different years.
What's his name?
Enrique?
Valverde's Barcelona.
Valverde's
Ernesto
Barca?
Valverde. Yeah. 2017,
His first
2018.
year or second year?
His first year, we lost only once that entire La Liga season. We almost went
You
invincible.
lost the Clásico.
No, we lost against some random team.
You didn't even lose the Clásico.
No, we didn't lose the Clásico.
Dude, that
But
could have been,
I don't know if we touched 100 that year, but we were almost invincible.
I can pull up the graphic. I mean, I remember seeing it today. Okay, now we're going to be building the most complete striker ever made in world football. We have 5 characteristics that a striker should have. So that's the physicality, left foot, right foot, skills, and then the goal scoring or finishing.
Right.
Now, me and Nihal are going to be building our own version of the perfect striker. The only catch is that we cannot repeat a name that the other person has said. So if he says Messi, I can't say Messi, and if I say Ronaldo, he can't say Ronaldo.
Got it. Building the most complete striker we've ever seen.
Okay, let's start with the physique. Do you want to go first?
Physique of a striker. I would probably go.
I'll write it down.
I would probably go Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Ooh, okay. I am happy that you took that because I had a different physique in mind. Give me Erling Haaland.
Oh, I mean, yeah, fair enough. It's like demigod versus demigod.
Yeah. Okay. Left foot. I go first. Is this a conversation? Is this a question to be asked? I am going with the GOAT, Lionel Messi.
Fair enough. I'll go with the other GOAT, Diego Maradona.
Okay. That's a... Ooh. Okay.
Like for like.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to differentiate between both of their like left feet. Like they are so good.
Yeah.
Okay, you go first. Right foot.
The other GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. Give me CR7, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna go with who I think is a better Ronaldo. Give me R9.
A better Ronaldo is crazy.
Okay. He's not a better Ronaldo. For the purpose of this challenge, he is.
Right.
He's a better striker than CR7. CR7 is the better player.
Yep. Better legacy.
I go first for skills. Ooh, who's like a... What kind of skills do I want? Do I want like a good, like a lot of flair from my striker, or do I want it to be just enough? You know what? Give me Dennis Bergkamp.
Ooh.
I don't want my striker to be like super skilly, very flary, but Bergkamp had the skills to get out of tight spaces. Very underrated footballer. He was so silky smooth on the ball.
I'm gonna do someone who is, I don't know, controversial in today's day and age for his play this season, but I'm going Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe is good. Okay. Last but not the least,
That
we have...
step over, the quick, movement side to side, acting like you're gonna shoot to the far post but hitting it in the near post. Yeah, man, Mbappe, dude.
Okay. Okay, last but not the least, we have goal scoring.
Goal
go
scoring.
first.
Damn, you've taken everyone already. You know what? Over the past few seasons, just give me Harry Kane, dude.
Kane, okay.
He has the Premier League records. He might even win the Ballon d'Or this year. He's a goated striker. Give me Harry Kane.
Okay. I'm glad you took Kane and you did not take my player. I will take Robert Lewandowski.
Fair enough. Lewandowski is a G.
I mean, 5 goals in 9 minutes. He was just always on it. Like prime Lewandowski, he was so good.
Yeah.
You can always rely on him for goals. Always consistent.
Right. So now do you want to like go position for position? I mean, like attribute for attribute and then be like, we'll vote on who is better.
Okay. So, Nihal striker has the physique of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, a left foot like Maradona, a right foot like Cristiano Ronaldo, the skills of Kylian Mbappe, and the finishing of Harry Kane.
Dude, let me just say, you have a 6'5" monster frame with the left foot of Maradona, the right foot of CR7, the skills of Mbappe and the quickness of Mbappe, and the finishing of Harry Kane, the clinicalness. Like, I think I have the complete package. But let's hear yours.
Okay. My striker has the physique of Erling Haaland, the left foot of Lionel Messi, the right foot of Ronaldo Nazario, the skills of Dennis Bergkamp, and the finishing of Robert Lewandowski.
Ooh.
I think my striker is an athletic monster, but who can also maneuver tight spaces really well. He can be a target forward, he can be a false nine, he can be whatever you want on the football pitch, and he will give you the goals.
Fair enough. Who do you think is better? Comment down below. That's been it for this edition. We hope to do way more in the future. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and like this video down below. Dhaka, anything to say?
Give us ideas for names. We still just call it the Dhaka x Nihal podcast, but it's a high time we get a name.
High time we get a name.
So if you have any ideas for a name, let us know.
Right. It's been a pleasure. See you next time.
Bye bye.